The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said, "My sheep hear my voice, I know them, and they follow me. I give them eternal life, and they shall never perish. No one can take them out of my hand. My Father who has given them to me is greater than all, and no one can take them out of the Father's hand. The Father and I are one." The Gospel of the Lord. I remember the popularity of the phrase WWJD, what would Jesus do, in the 1990s. Googling it, I was surprised that it originated a century earlier. It was part of a novel written by Charles Sheldon in 1896, entitled "In His Steps, What Would Jesus Do?" First became popular in the United States in the early 1900s. Had that resurgence in the 1990s, and I know, dating myself, or you're dating yourself, you remember you saw it everywhere. You saw it on wristbands, you saw it on t-shirts, you saw it on plaques, on billboards, everywhere. Became a personal motto for Christians, a reminder of our belief in the way of love that Jesus lived. And that was all very good, but I always felt that it stopped short of the real question for us. We know what Jesus would do. We have 4 Gospels that tell us exactly what he did. And he was very consistent. He never wavered. He loved, he showed mercy, and he forgave, and he served. It didn't matter how anyone treated him. He loved, he showed mercy and forgave, and he served everyone. So the real question isn't WWJD, but WIFJ. It's not what would Jesus do. We know that. That's a question we just talk about. The real question is, will I follow Jesus? Will I follow the voice of my shepherd and live his way? That's the question we answer with our lives. There are lots of voices in this world, and they call us in many different directions. They tell us what they claim to be important. But we only have one shepherd, and his message never changes. That's the voice we need to follow. That's the voice that leads to life. Life now here in this world, and eternal life in the kingdom. We also have people in our lives who help us to hear and follow the voice of Jesus. On this Mother's Day weekend, we honor our mothers for the ways they do that for us. They hold our hand so we can feel the grasp of Jesus. They point out the way of Jesus to us, and they help us follow his path. Sometimes they drag us down that path kicking and screaming, but we need that too at times. Our mothers never let go. They never give up. That's why we give thanks to God for the gift they are to us. The real question is, will I follow Jesus? Whether we realize it or not, we answer that question every day. We answer it by how we live.